just recorded half of this video and then I realized that I just took a picture of it, so now I have to start all over again. Great. But I'm gonna do this because I care about other moms out there. So today we are going to talk about transitioning from breast milk to formula feeding, and I will be talking like specifically about my experience and why I decided to do that. Well, I didn't decide it, I had to do it, but then I will talk about the changes that it brought in my life and in my baby's life and how it made a difference for us. So with no further ado, here it is. Now, I have delivered through a scheduled C-section because 2 years ago I had a pretty bad accident and I have broke my back and I have fusions now, so I cannot put the pressure on my back that you have to when you deliver your baby naturally. So before like getting the C-section, when they were preparing me, they have put a catheter in and like all the good stuff. And at first, like, everything was okay. I was breastfeeding and it was exhausting, and honestly this is like a full-time job and I had no idea how moms are doing this like a year or so, but you are my heroes. And let me tell you, moms of twins or more, you are my hero. I have no idea how you are doing that, but you're like, oh. Okay. And after a month of breastfeeding, I have got a UTI, which was great. It's like there was not enough things going on in my life. So I went to my doctor. I didn't even know what was that because I never had one, and I was just feeling crappy and uncomfortable. So I went to my doctor and I told him like, these are my symptoms and I need to go through them because I have a baby. And it's like I used to sit on the toilet all the time with my baby in my hands because there was no one helping me in the house. So terrible. And he told me that he has to give me antibiotics to go, like, for it to go away. And I said, okay. And he asked me, are you breastfeeding? And I said, yes. And he said, well, you will have to stop 2 days. And then, because this will go through your breast milk to your baby and you don't want that. So I said, okay. And I didn't stop completely, but I was still pumping so I can keep my supply, but it just went away like in about a week. It was dry completely, like I had no milk whatsoever. So when I started drinking the antibiotics, I just went to the store and bought the first thing that I saw on the because it was an emergency and I was feeling bad and I wanted to go to the bathroom all the time, so blah blah blah. And I got this one here, and this, it was just like regular. I really like the bottle because it has this thing here and you can like scrap it and put the right amount. So I kept the bottle, not bottle, what's called? The package, okay, the package. And then I came home and when I got better, I started to read about formula feeding because I was seeing that my supply was getting lower and lower, and I thought that there is a possibility that we would have to go to formula feeding. And I have gone across through this brand Hipp, Hipp, which is German, and like there were tons of good reviews about it and all the moms were happy and the babies were happy. And I read that it's organic and it's like this company has its own fields and it's like doing all the good stuff there. And so I went to the pharmacy and bought one because here it's sold in a pharmacy or at the baby store, or well, here in Italy it's Bimbo store, so it's baby store. And I have bought that and it was like significantly cheaper than this because I have bought this for about 10 euros if I remember correctly, but that one is like 8 euros. And here like the most popular brand is Melin, and it's really expensive. Um, like it's really popular and well known, and everyone uses it because they have like it. They're showing it on the TV and like ads and stuff like that, and but it's more expensive. And I thought that I would try that one because it has really good reviews, it's all organic, and it looks like a really good product. So I started to use that one, and let me tell you, my life got so much easier. My baby started to sleep through the night, like honestly through the night. She would go to bed at 11 in the evening, and then wake up at 7 in the morning and eat only one time at 3 a.m., which was like really fast, 15 minutes. I was just doing the bottle and giving her and going back to sleep. So my life changed completely. Like I was getting well rested, and I didn't have like the puffy eyes all everywhere. But except that, here in Italy, the food is completely different, and we eat a lot of vegetables because they are good for you. Yeah. And this like was passing from my breast milk to my baby, and she would get like such terrible gas every time at 4 in the morning. She would wake up, and I was co-sleeping the first month, and she would wake up at 4 in the morning screaming like I don't know, like crazy, and I could not help her with anything. Like even if I would do the bicycle legs or massage her, it was not helping. Like she would suffer miserably because she was having such terrible gas pains. And when I passed to formula feeding, within a week span of time, it was completely gone. Like she was sleeping so much better. We transitioned to the crib because before that she was sleeping with us in the bed, and then we just put her at night awake in the bed after a bath in a bottle, and she would be like drowsy, and she would go to sleep by herself, and she's doing that until like now. And I don't know, I'm telling you, my life got so much easier, and like now let's talk about bottles that I have used. So at first I had like this breast pump, which was from Philips, this one here. Now it was having like a small bottle exactly like this, but small one for newborns, and I don't know, I was using that at first, and then but she was still getting a little bit of gas. So I read that there are bottles that like decrease the amount of gas that they are taking in when they were eating. So I have bought another bottle, like also a small one from Kiko, that was having this thing here. It was not in the middle, but it was like here on one side. It was looking really weird, and we tried that, but she was having like she was growing already, and she was having a hard time eating because it was like too little for her. So then I have bought this one, and it was not really like, it was not amazing for me. It's just, I don't know, it was regular. And then I did also some research because I like doing research about my baby because my pediatric, my doctor is terrible. And I have bought the Mam bottle, this brand, and it's amazing completely. She's having no gas whatsoever, and it's good because it mimics the breast nipple, and if you can see that, I mean, it's like, I'm sorry, I just fed her and I had still a little bit left over, but it's like smaller this part than this part, and when she's taking in like that, it's like a breast. So it's really comfortable, and she's eating really good from this bottle rather than this one. And then I have also bought their, I think you call this dummy. This is, my mother-in-law brought me this one, but I used to have another one like exactly the same but smaller size. And it's specifically made like with this thing here, like really small, and it's not putting pressure on their gums, so their teeth would come out like straight, I think. well, I read also about this a lot, and it's like really good, and everyone uses it, and everyone is pleased. So, and she loves this. I'm telling you, if she's not having this in her mouth, she would scream when she's like tired. But if not, what? No. Okay. So it's like really nice, and I like the shape because it just at night it doesn't fall out from her mouth when she's like completely relaxed. It stays there, and when she wakes up, she doesn't scream. She just knows it's there, and she can suck on it a little bit and then go to sleep back. And so this is like a really good thing. Also, it doesn't have anything to do with breastfeeding or formula feeding. Okay, so before you judge me, I know that breastfeeding is the best thing that you can do for your baby. And honestly, if I would have the possibility, I would completely go for breastfeeding. But since I got in this ugly situation, I had to switch to formula. And I am not saying that this was a bad thing, because it just made my life so much easier. And well, yeah. So if you are going through that, do not be depressed, or because they are babies and they will accept whatever you give them, and you know what is best for them. So whatever you decide that to give them, formula feeding or breastfeeding, it's gonna be completely okay. So don't worry about it. But if you have the possibility to breastfeed and you are willing to do it, just do it, because it's the best thing for your baby. It has all the nutrition that she needs that this doesn't have. And like, what are they called? All the good stuff for immunity. I forgot the name of that, so excuse me. Alright, so I hope that this was helpful, and if it was, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. The 2 people that subscribed to me when they watched the last video, thank you. I feel so much better and so much more confident. I hope that you enjoyed watching me and talking about this, because this is something that if you're breastfeeding and you wanted your whole life to breastfeed, and you're like, you have to because you have no, like, you have a medical condition or something there that you have to just go for formula, or if it's your choice, then I hope this helps give you like peace of mind, because it's not a terrible thing to do. And also one more thing, everyone says that it's really hard when you go out, like with all the bottles you have to take. Well, what I do, I just take 2 bottles, I put the powder in here, and then I get like warm water, hot water in the, what is it? Give me a minute. And this, it's Contigo. It's a okay, so this keeps your water warm. So what I do, just when I have to feed her, I just open a bottle, I pour the water in there, and then I give it a good shake, and it's done. So it's not that hard. And if you have this, this will save you a lot of time and nerves. So, well, yeah, that was it. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. I have thought to do, I was thinking I would do a quick 5-minute makeup tutorial for busy moms like you and me, because we're busy, we're having babies, and just because you need to look flawless and great all the time, even when you're home. So I will see you next time, and thank you for watching. If you like the video, just give a thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe, and I will see you next time.